Hey guys.
Wow, that's us. We're here.
Yeah, that's you. You can lead.
Oh, so we're going to be playing a little bit of World of Warcraft, Warlords of Draenor. We got into the alpha, and I know a lot of people have been looking. And oh yeah, it's a beta now. Is it?
Yeah, since last Friday.
And we're going to be giving out some codes that people are going to be able to get a hold of. But right now, we have an early code, so we're going to try it out some and see what this all is about. I have not gotten to try it out myself. I know I have a code at home, and I'm waiting to get into this. Have you spent any time with the alpha so far? Or the beta?
No, only just creating models, just to do our videos to show everyone what the new models look like. Let's just jump straight into it.
Yeah, because they've revamped almost all of the models, but not all of them are in the game yet. They've been kind of teasing out which ones are different so far.
Yeah.
And there's still some to go.
Yeah, and they've done like male human, but it's not in the game right now. They haven't implemented everything. Even some of these animations for the redone ones are not complete yet. But yeah, human, female. Let's see. Let's get a close-up on this face. There we go. Hairstyle, sure. As you can see, much better. I don't know. You have to look at the old models side by side.
When you look at them side by side, it's
a
much more drastic change.
Especially with the animations and everything.
But just graphically, things are... There is an improvement.
Oh, yeah. Especially with this. Look at this.
When was the last time they did that graphical improvement? Was it back in... It wasn't...
Graphical improvement for what?
For the game itself. There was a slight upgrade back.
Oh, was it really? Oh, I think you're talking about... Yeah, exactly.
In Cataclysm, they changed things around, and they just made it a better-looking world.
And it was so much work for them that was like one of the worst expansions. Actually, no, the worst expansion for WoW.
Burning Crusade is still hard to go back to.
Really?
For me, it is.
Yeah, because it's difficult, but
it's just so much of a grind. Whereas the later expansions, I feel like they've made it much more of a game and trying to change things up. So it's not just like go kill 5 or 10 of these things.
Yeah, true. I think that was the best expansion though.
Are there any of the characters that look different now that you feel like look a lot better?
Oh yeah, all of them. It's somewhat debatable. I think some people were mentioning that they liked the old female orc better. I think it might be just because they made it so much more detailed now that you can actually see how ugly she is, kind of. Whereas it was a little more bland before. Eric's gonna hate me for that because this was his shit right here.
Yeah, we hear Eric Tay off screen going hater. I've always been an Alliance player. I know that is not the popular choice among kids these days, but
kids. Yeah, it was popular choice among kids back in the day.
The very first, but then everybody moved over to Horde, so I was like, now I'm all alone. But fine, because now my server's quiet.
A lot of servers are quiet now, I think. I don't know. I haven't played since early Mists of Pandaria, I think. Tauren look awesome. Look at that.
You can't quite see the hair. I mean, this is not a taxing on your system to make these characters. They look better. They look more in line with what a game should look like these days.
Yeah,
without going really crazy.
Oh, look at that. Look at my old video rolling. We have sound on that too?
Probably no sound, but the comparison between the characters is not drastic, but it's tweaked enough that when you, especially looking side by side, but just looking at the new characters, like this looks more like a modern game and not like EverQuest.
Yep. And yeah, they didn't have to be too drastic with the model changes because they didn't want to piss people off. And really, if they went too drastic with it, they would have to redo the whole engine for the game. You know how massive the game is.
So what character are we going to start with today?
We are going to do a male Tauren.
Male Tauren.
Oh, and one thing I wanted to point out, if we want to go back to this screen, is that you notice how like the face. If you scroll down each face. Like, the modeling is pretty much the same. All that changes is the skinning. I don't know if they're going to keep it like that. They kind of did that with, like, Worgen and some of the new models, like Pandaren.
Or any of them.
Less work on their part to do this, but I understand.
That's the way it's always been, though. I guess I wouldn't have expected it to be that different.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get in this game.
So I'm actually curious. So your character here is Fuzzy Wuzzy. When you actually play the game, are you one of those people who just like makes ridiculous names for your characters? Or are you someone who's like, no, it has to fit with the game and the world?
I used to be a total dweeb, and I would name them after like anime characters like this one. This is actually one of my characters. Now I do stupid names like this.
Shorty.
Shorty. Dish Shorty.
Dish Shorty.
Fuzzy Wuzzy was someone I used to play with, and I just I don't think too much.
I've had some
anymore.
friends that just pisses off, like when they see my characters, like Cowtown comes into town.
Oh, they get all pissed. What? Are you on a role-playing server or something?
No. Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people.
Yeah. How dare they? All right, so we're basically going to be starting from the beginning. This is right after you get into the Dark Portal. As you can see, these stairs have not rendered yet. That's a bug.
Well, and this is early. This is not the final game, of course.
You want to tell them the lore behind this? Why we're here?
So what I understand of the lore, as much as I've been reading into this, we're apparently going back in time, and we're going to explore the creation.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Fat-fingered that Windows key. Yeah.
We're going to get to see the creation, basically, of the Horde and how the trolls and all of this started, right?
Yep. Yeah, pretty much. Well, orcs, yeah.
Orcs, yeah.
It's going to be mainly centered on the orcs. Right now we're fighting the Iron Horde, which is a horde that Garrosh, you remember Garrosh, right?
Yeah.
You know him? Yeah. He's making his own horde. I guess these are all the horde of the orcs. It's really hard to play and talk at the same time. These are all the orcs of the past, and I guess he's rallying them all to do his own version of the horde.
Can we get what's going on out here? Can we get a look at the battlefield?
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Take a look. I can't fly around, by the way. It's mounts only until you get to max level.
Oh yeah, I forgot that they had added that in.
Maybe not even. I think like a few months after max level is even.
But a little bit after that, like after the game goes live, they're just going to reintroduce that, right? So that for people that come into this world at the beginning, they're only going to have regular mounts, but for everybody after a few months, then flying mounts are going to open up.
Yeah, I think they're undecided actually. I think they're kind of undecided on whether or not to allow people to fly or not, because when you fly, you know, there's a lot less people running into each other, and you know that makes the world seem kind of empty when you're just flying around everywhere, not interacting with other people, not getting in fights.
Oh,
finish this.
Bob Jones, 1980 says, "Please turn on your title."
Turn on my title? No. Shut up, Bob Jones. What happened? Okay. Oh, I click this to complete now? Wow. Okay.
Oh, you can just complete on the...
That's how long it's been
nice.
since I played. I don't know if they've already done... Able to fell spires. Sorry if you guys want to read the story. I am just going to go straight into grind mode.
Run.
Yeah.
You're going to have to get into that on your own. Do you, when you play, do you actually read through all of those, or do you just like click, click, click?
Oh yeah, no, just click, click. Otherwise, it takes so long to level if you're just going to read everything.
There's usually a point. Like I'll read some of it, but I feel like if I'm just in a town where I don't care about anything,
yeah.
Then. But if like at the beginning of it, I always read all the little things and find out what's going on.
How do I just say? What is this?
You should find out. Jump in. Really? Go up there and jump in.
Suiciding. You already go up there?
Yeah, go up there. It's like a ride. It's like Disneyland.
Oh, everyone is so happy that we're playing beta just to do these kind of shenanigans. All right, I'm just going to jump in.
Jump.
Oh, no, I can't. Invisible wall.
Oh, invisible wall.
Stupid. All right, how do I disable these? This one is this way.
Oh yeah, and Ricky Guitarist says the reasoning is also that they want people to enjoy the artwork and not just fly over everything.
Oh yeah. Good point, Ricky. Yeah. Oh, yep. That's all I did. Just clicked him. I don't know what he said.
He said lore stuff.
Someone thanks you. All right.
I think one thing that WoW has definitely gotten better with over the years is making the game that's more interactive with its story and not just like read a couple of the text bubbles and then go on. And,
oh yeah.
And some MMOs that I've been playing recently still rely on that, like not making it a part of the game and making it just, here's a side thing which you can ignore completely.
Ha, yeah.
Like you can still ignore all this, but I like that it's part of the world.
That you might find it interesting because it's not completely irrelevant.
It's not just a click to finish. Let me turn in the pelts and give me the new pants.
Still getting aggroed. Some things never change.
So what quest are you on now?
Onslaught's End. This is what, our second quest. All I did was click on a few things. It's gonna be a long stream if people are just gonna watch me quest. But that is the game.
We can explore stuff too. We don't have to.
Yeah, true. They should be sending me out of this area soon, though. Let's go.
We don't have to play by their rules. We're in a tiger. We can just rule this game.
Do you want to talk about garrisons? Because I don't know if we'll get to that point in the game.
Yeah, so garrisons, I think, are one of the more interesting additions that at some point that we get to take part in this, where you get to build your own town, basically, right? And other people will be able to see it and interact with it to a limited degree.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. Do you have to invite them in?
I think you do have to invite people. Like, you're going to be able to find other characters in the world and bring them into this and have them populate your town. But it's not something where like everybody's going to be able to see it, because that would just be ridiculous. Like, there's not enough space in the world for that to exist. But when you invite people in, then they'll be able to see your town and kind of what you're specializing in. Oh, I might be mixing up WildStar now. I was playing that recently too, where you can also do kind of a town building thing.
Yeah, 'cause people have been wanting player housing for forever, and that's just sort of their answer for it.
Giving you a way to customize the world, the world that you see, not necessarily the world that everybody sees. But you will be able to see other people's if they invite you in.
Where is the soul engine? I'm right on top of you.
Into all this, so this is the thing you have to jump into, right?
Yeah, right, but there's an invisible wall, and do I have to go up there?
We have to go up there.
You just fly
There'll
up
be a line
there.
of people. Look for the line.
God. I don't...
Oh, it's up here.
Alright, let's see here. I really don't think this is it, by the way, because there's no direct path. But this is what you do in MMOs.
It's a secret path.
That you start scaling this.
There we go. See, we made it.
And then seeing where it
Dark
takes
portal.
you. Oh, I can't get up there. And now I'm stuck. Oh yeah, I'm stuck. Hold on. I'm climbing. Oh, this is like old school WoW right here.
Yeah,
All right, let's
flying
switch this
has made
game
you
out.
weak.
Where am I now? And it
We
brought
just
me
made a whole new
back.
area. Oh.
That's great.
Nice that it just brings you back. You don't get to explore that part. Well, is there a way to get up from here? Because we're already on top. Maybe if you just hang a right from the top.
Hang a right?
Go back up the stairs. And hang a right here. Is there a way to? Nope.
I mean,
Oh, I
same
guess not.
issue, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Let's actually read this damn thing. Fueled by powers neither mechanical nor arcane. Look to either side of us, the souls of those slain. Way into the chamber beneath us. Okay, so I guess you gotta go under somewhere. That's the thing about these
It can be.
little indicators. They don't tell you everything, I guess, because there's so many levels.
You remember before they had them though? That
Oh,
was,
yeah. You definitely had to read it.
or you had to put on a mod. Well, I guess we're not going to be exploring until we figure this out.
Okay, just look at me jump around. That's what WoW was for me. Just jumping around everywhere. Where do we go, sir? Nowhere near.
Read. WTF is read. Haha. Julio salty.
Yeah, I am. Someone help me. Someone in chat. Come on. I know you guys play.
I think we were on the right track.
No, we're not. I don't know where the hell I'm going.
Oh, this is definitely not right. We're gonna get transported back.
I'm exploring. I'm exploring though.
Can you jump off?
Yeah, you see, that's where I'm gonna get transported, probably.
Why is it quiet? Yeah. But what about on the right side? Maybe it's clear.
Oh, and look! Server shut down in 7. Oh, this is freaking awesome. All right, let's just steal stuff. No, just kidding. Hold on. Let me try to find it. Look at this dude. Still alpha. You know, it's a good thing we all played this before we got on stream, right?
Oh yeah. You know, we were super prepared. It's been a busy week and weekend. Suck It To Me says, I liked WoW before they added all the pointing arrows leading you to your quest. You'd be like reading Schmeeding, then be all lost till you read the damn thing. Kind of like now.
Yeah. They have helped me not.
And now LMAO, server shit.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully not for that long. It might just be one server, actually. I'm on the PvP realm right now.
And then we're just going to read Wikipedia entries about the game.
Oh, there used to be those sites we used to go to see where to go. Thoughtbot.
Thoughtbot, Wowhead.
Ah, you remember those? Yeah, you would enter coordinates to tell you where to go.
Well, that was the only way to figure out. I felt like some of these quests, like it was just so obtuse, and it's like I don't want to actually spend hours exploring the world to figure these things out. I just want you to tell me what to do.
Yeah, where the hell do I go? Jesus Christ. Oh, fat fingered that Windows key again. I gotta disable that.
Oh, zoom in on your minimap. Because we don't even see it right now on the minimap. Or maybe zoom out until we see the mark. Oh, we're zoomed out all the way. So it's more...
Talking about this?
No, in your upper right-hand corner. Your minimap up there.
It's not really going to show up there. Hmm. 5 minutes to figure this out.
We can do this in 5 minutes.
Or I will, like, queue for Warsong Gulch right now.
Are we over it on the map now? People are calling, where's the love for pandas? Let me see some of that.
No. No more.
I like the pandas. I thought they were a fun addition. So there was a story recently where a guy had leveled up to I think it was 90, maybe 80, as completely neutral. Like he never chose a faction. He just stayed in Pandera the entire time.
Yeah, and you saw how he did it, right?
Yeah.
Just by mining and herbing. Picking flowers and mining.
Which it sounds really, really boring. It's impressive.
No, it is impressive. He got a lot of notoriety for it, so more power to him. He did what South Park did.
There's got to be a way to climb up there, right?
Yeah, you know, there must be, but I don't really see it. If I could fly, this would be so much easier. Why wouldn't they just let me jump in here? And I wonder if it might be because this thing is bugged, because it's not rendering? Is that why? Can I jump up this? Was this always this short?
Yes. Well, there's a whole line of people above you, like walking into it. So they have to be coming from somewhere. Like you can see them lining up and walking along that path at the top.
Yep.
Julio says fuck pandas.
Okay, so that expansion was actually pretty well done. And the only reason why I didn't keep playing it was because I'd played WoW for so long that it was still just basically the same.
So is that when you quit? Is that when you kind of...
Yeah, pretty much. Quit for like longer than a month. Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Is this going to bring you back?
Just go through here, right? If I don't fall. But you know how direct quests are? This can't be right if there's no obvious path to it. It's not the right way.
But if it's a solution.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, this sucks.
Just charge up. Yeah, just charge up here. Come on. No line of sight. Really? I think I could jump up that now, actually. Nope.
I don't have the time.
And now they're all gone.
So people after this are going to go watch a Persona stream. We could play Persona.
Just gonna jump off this thing.
Suicide.
That's what the game wants me to do.
Yeah, obviously this is the place to go.
Yeah.
It's where everybody goes. We're professionals.
Oh, why do you do this to me? It's just Hearthstone.
You think there's ever going to be a point where they mix Hearthstone into the game proper? So like you don't even have to leave the game to play Hearthstone? You just like go into an inn?
That'd be interesting if you just go to a tavern and start playing with other people.
Play Hearthstone while you're
But
waiting.
then you would have to sub to WoW in order to do that.
No, it's just something for WoW players to do.
Yeah.
While biding your time.
I guess so. Maybe a little simplified version. Okay, so I'm sure this is not going to be the final version, but how I got to that area to begin with was to talk to this huge dude, which is Khadgar. Just say the word. The word. And now I'm here. basically just waiting for that minute to come and then seeing what is going to happen with this stream. So this is
The world's obviously a little buggy, but there's got to be some way to figure this out.
yeah.
I think that it's probably more that we're terrible at this and not that it's
Yeah, you know.
not the bug.
It's been so long. Are we just so infatuated with this little hole that we think that's what the Soul Engine is? But we see everyone suiciding into it, right? I think
Yeah.
that's what the quest is
That's
talking about.
They're soul engineing. They're powering the soul engine. Seems like a logical conclusion.
Right. We got,
Oh, there's a door
we got half a minute. Oh, really?
right there. This has got to be it. This is right below them.
There
we go!
Yay! Golden! You know,
I think Tay in the background said, "I said that."
maybe you should have come out here then, Eric.
We discovered the soul engine.
You know, maybe if everything wasn't so, unrendered, I would have seen this easier.
Second to me was saying, "Time to bring Max in again," who saved us during our last stream.
Oh, really? What happened?
We were playing Parappa the Rapper, and,
And,
Peter and I are terrible at the game.
Yeah.
So he just came in and one-shotted one of the levels.
Nice.
Just dominated it the first time through. We were stuck for like 20 minutes. But then the next one, none of us made it through. So I didn't feel as bad. But he is definitely better at video games than me, but not that good.
Oh, let's try it.
Wow, one.
It had the same list of servers, so I don't know what that's going to change. Let's see here. This happened a lot, by the way, when I was trying to grab footage of the new models.
So what do you think about the level 90 leveling thing, where you can basically you're going to get a level 90 character who with you when you buy the game, but you can also just purchase one at any time.
The game is, well, okay. You get a free 90 first if you buy Warlords of Draenor. After that, you can buy new 90s, and I think that's completely fine. Like, you experienced how excruciating leveling used to be, right?
But
it
it has gotten a lot better.
Yeah, true. But I would definitely pay just to bypass that whole process. Because once you've been through it the first time around, do you really need to go through it again? The game has so many expansion packs that you're going to want to buy a new character eventually, just because the leveling process is way too long. Going through Vanilla WoW, and then Burning Crusade, and then Wrath, and then Cataclysm, and then Mists of Pandaria, and then now Warlords of Draenor, that's just way too much.
Well, but I think a lot of people's concern comes from someone who's never played the game at all and is just going to basically jump in at level 90. Like, is that a concern? Like, is that something you think people should be worried about, or like,
No, not at all.
is there so few people that it won't matter, or?
No, I think it's fine. It's also a way of getting people that have never played the game to just jump straight in. Yeah, that's completely fine. They'll quest, they'll get to 100, but once you're 100, you're gonna have to learn to either raid or PvP, or one of the end games. Now you have garrisons, which I think are gonna be, one of the, I don't know. It's supposed to be a pretty important gameplay mechanic. It's one of the newest things that they're adding. That's actually going to be relevant to endgame, I think. I don't know. Someone in chat can chime in. Like, both of us are pretty out of the loop.
I'm gonna get more of the loop. Like, I am excited for this game, and I have my pre-order.
Great. Why don't you look up MMO Champion and see how long this is going to last?
See what people are saying. Is anyone in the chat now? Garrisons equal mandatory. You get a level boost. 90 for one character. You can jump into the game. Yeah, you can jump into the game at level 90. People were asking for a clarification on that. See if MMO Champion knows how long the servers are down.
Recent blue posts. Hold on, go up. Go up to the screen over here. Let's see. This is just beta stuff, man. This just happens all the time.
It's a normal thing.
We'll hear word from our production about what we're gonna do. Maybe I'll just sit here and talk about WoW, reminisce about WoW.
So how Yeah, I am a weird player in World of Warcraft, and that I've always played single player, and like groups were always pickup groups for me, and I felt bad for the people that were forced to play with me because that would just be me learning what to do and just being in the group.
Yeah, that's sort of a barrier of entry for people that are new to the game because you have to get over that whole anxiety of like pissing people off. And people won't hold back.
Yeah, so I just didn't
anger.
do it. I've played solo basically the entire game, and I've rolled a couple characters. I have my druid and a hunter and a paladin, and those are my 3 favorite.
Yeah.
But for someone like you who is probably much more in line with the 7 million, like probably 5 to 6 million other people who play it and are more hardcore about it, I guess what would have been your favorite things? What have been your favorite moments?
I guess just some of the more hardcore aspects of the game were pretty nice. When me and Eric Tay, we used to actually compete in PvP in the arena, and they would give you specific rewards for placing really high in your ranking. They would give you titles like Gladiator and Duelist, and I think we were Duelist, which was top 3% of your server. Yeah, top 3%. I'm proud of that. Rating, I didn't care too much for until it became more casual. If you remember Wrath of Lich King.
Yeah.
They started giving you buffs to make the game, like, to make the whole dungeon easier. And that was a really nice raid, though. What was it called? The one where you fight Arthas.
I'm not good with names.
Yeah, whatever.
I really like the
raid.
achievements and adding those in because that gave me something to do to chase after the holiday, like chasing after holiday achievements and just kind of silly things like that.
I used to like Hollow's End a lot. I don't know why. You know the one where they used to give you the costumes and stuff that you could turn into?
Then you can still throw pumpkins at people, make them wear pumpkins on their head.
Jam it on their head.
Somebody said, does Guy in Red work for Blizzard? No.
Yeah.
No, I work here at GameSpot. You might not see me a lot because
never seen you before.
I work in the dungeons writing news. But I have no affiliation with Blizzard. I do like their games, but I'm very bad at them. I still don't have a level 90 character.
How long is the server outage, Ty?
Servers are out. We're just sitting here talking. Oh my God, there are people showing up. Oh, he's going down into the basement below us.
It looks
What's
just
down
like
there?
the original WoW. You can't get in. Servers don't work.
And you didn't pay
No,
them
what they
money.
had this menu is new. We didn't have this back in the day.
The client?
Yeah, the client's nice. This looks like is
That's great.
yeah, this is more like original WoW.
I should just load Diablo right
Guys are
now.
back in the
Just play
basement.
Diablo. So Mary, what's on the lobby?
We
can't share that yet?
This.
Oh really? If this
If
happens, this won't happen.
I don't think we're gonna play it.
This happened.
I think this
it's a
would be
beta.
good for the lobby though. Yeah,
This specifically,
beta.
where we just look at the menu.
I miss this login screen. This is the first one. Or is it? Yeah, I think it is.
You have the gate. There's the fires.
What's your character?
Right now, a Tauren. But it's usually a Blood Elf girl.
Yeah.
Of course. The best race.
Do you usually
Best
crossplay?
gender. Oh yeah.
Making myself this giant.
On
Looks
what?
really good.
On what?
I think I also was.
Everyone was an elf.
They're good
Everyone is
looking.
an elf.
They're
Yeah.
like,
Legolas.
to me, it was what I could associate best with human.
Not the actual human.
Yeah. No, those
You
are
needed the
gross.
pointy ears.
I gotta have
Somebody asked, Mary username is Mary Gish? Question mark.
Gish. That would be great.
Mary
Thank-
Cash.
Oh my gosh, I haven't played vanilla in a really long time. My Steam.
Look at that, 1,100 people. Watching
Someone-
us try to log in.
Probably
Gravediggers 333.
RY Kish.
Gravediggers 333 says maybe 30 minutes before we can go back in.
Oh
This is
my
awful.
God.
See, now that we brought in Mary and it's just us, like full here on the screen, we're bringing in more people.
Can we just spam advertisements during this thing? Can we play some music?
Yeah, can
Some
you guys just watch advertisements?
Japanese
Right.
Keep
pop?
us employed.
When are we gonna get
I think half an hour, Mary.
Maybe 30 minutes. That's fine, right? Because everyone just wants to watch us. Wait.
All my emails on this thing. Oh yeah. I don't use this email anymore, so don't bother spamming. Oh!
Connected.
Yeah! Okay, thank
Oh my
God.
you're in.
Oh my God. We can play.
They're in.
I bet it crashes.
Yeah,
Da, 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 da.
yeah. Wait, what?
Da, da, da,
The
da.
music stopped.
He's trying to.
Right when you said that.
You're
Alright.
in.
We're back.
All right, I'll let you do your thing.
Alright.
Thanks, Myra. You fixed it. Merry Kiss, everybody.
Now
Who makes
my-
video things work.
Yeah, you see the special effects? How fancy.
Shadow,
Alright, so
lighting.
gotta destroy these devices, which are located in various places.
So have you tried any of the other, more recent MMOs that I guess have more
Oh,
action
man.
behind them? Is
So-
that something that?
I played WildStar for a stress test, and what? Oh, okay. Look, I'm killing it. And I got an error.
That's what you see. It breaks stuff.
Thanks a lot, Eric. You're so helpful. I'm just kidding. Please help me. But no, yeah, I played WildStar, and it's just so hard. Well, Guild Wars 2 as well. It's just so hard to play MMOs for me these days. And I don't know if it's because I was a WoW player for so long that I'm so tired of the monotonous quests of like picking up flowers and yeah.
But at the same time, this is something that hasn't changed that much. I mean, even though it's looking better and it feels, I feel like World of Warcraft is really streamlined. It's still, click, kill stuff.
Yep. And all this questing is really just a means to get to the end game. But it's cool though, because everyone's out in the world and.
Do you think
We'll
there's
meet
more
again,
of a pull?
Fuzzy Wuzzy. Huh?
We'll meet again, Fuzzy Wuzzy. Do you think there's more of a pull for people that never got into something like WoW, for something that is a more action-oriented game where you're doing stuff, or do you think there's still something behind the simplicity of something like World of Warcraft?
I don't know what the motivation for anyone that hasn't already played WoW is to pick it up. Everything in this game pretty much caters to all the people that play or have played, I think. Ooh, look, relax. Oh, by the way, yes, that is something we should talk about. I did notice when I was looking at my inventory, this is his template character, by the way.
Yeah, this is just the character that you get thrown into.
Look how much strength is on these gloves for a level 90.
37 strength.
37. That's even lower than, vanilla, right?
Yeah.
So they scaled everything down because the numbers were getting too crazy. Like people were critting and hitting for like 1 million damage and stuff. I don't know how hard I've been hitting for because I think I have that turned off, but yeah. Not only that, but I mean, now you see that grayed out statistic, the intellect. So basically, now they don't have to have multiple versions of the same kind of item or, as a reward. Basically, it'll just detect your primary stat and it'll activate that. So this will be good whether you're a warrior or a paladin. So yeah, there's that. That was interesting.
Oh, that's really cool.
Where do I go now? We're back there.
Nice. Maybe we can finally get out of here soon.
Look, there's no. Seems like
Shut it down. You
a
should.
bad way to go to.
This is right.
I think I have to go under.
Under.
Oh, okay. No, I do have to. What path?
It's either a part of it or it's underneath it. It could be like right along the outside.
I'm just gonna take the way that I took before, and let's see if it teleports me.
This has worked for us over and over again.
I know Justin hates me for doing this constantly. I love this area, Justin. I love getting stuck.
Yeah, so Zonates, so they're resetting back to vanilla, which not quite.
Yeah, why would you
In
think
terms
that?
of stats, I guess.
Oh, I see. Yeah, almost. It's just a reset, and it should last them another decade now, I guess. What exactly is this giving me? I already have these abilities.
We have a new mission. Stay alive.
That's awesome.
Complete
Whatever.
quest.
Sure.
Get the thing.
Legs. Destroy 8 bleeding hollow huts. Alrighty. Anything you say, buddy.
That area. So now we get to leave.
So this is pretty normal. I don't know if you played when they had this, but now you don't have to search your inventory to use the quest item. You can just...
Yeah, that's such a nice addition. Because I did get a little bit tired of keeping track of mods. And then when they just finally put that as part of the game, it would just make sense. It felt like not keeping stuff like that was more of a hindrance than anything. Like, there's no reason not to put in things that just make usability so much easier. And I'm glad that they kind of wisened up to that. They didn't feel like they're making the experience they want to make, and that all this other stuff is too much of a help.
Yeah, I love how they kind of tell you which guys to kill just by having the little red font on the button.
How many more of each one of those you need to kill. And that's something that a lot of other MMOs have borrowed now, because it is so handy. Just being able to mouse over and see, like, this is someone that, this is the next thing you need to go after, or I can make more of this.
So have you been playing WildStar or anything? I actually don't know how it's doing. Is it doing well?
It seems like it's doing pretty okay. It's hard to tell, you know, when an MMO first comes out, because it is going to be really busy. Like, you have so many people who are just jumping on, who are going to try it out for a month.
Yeah.
And because that comes packaged in when you buy the game. So how long those legs are going to last is harder to tell. Because I've spent some time in WildStar and some time in Elder Scrolls Online. And I mean, I still prefer the World of Warcraft experience.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so do I.
Elder Scrolls just feels too much like Elder Scrolls. It doesn't feel like an MMO. It feels like, here's a new Elder Scrolls game, but not quite as deep. Like, I didn't feel like it was a real MMO. It doesn't feel that different.
Is it because there aren't people like that you can see out there in the world? Or?
No, there are lots of people you can see, but I never felt the need to team up with anybody. Yeah. Like, all the quests, you just kind of going straight along. It didn't really introduce me to things that needed more people. And WildStar's fun. I do like the cartoony aspect of the graphics, which I think fit something like this so much better. But
Oh, burn the huts, I heard.
Oh, yeah.
Yell louder.
I wasn't paying attention. Oh, that was easy.
Yeah, burn. Sure, I pressed the button. That's awesome.
Push the button to burn. What are people saying in the chat?
Saying, oh my god, you're so terrible. Why are you playing? Like Thrall.
Someone says, what's the guy's name in the mid-coat? Yeah, Justin. That's me.
He works for Blizzard.
I do. I work for Blizzard. I'm a Blizzard employee who knows everything about the Blizzard games. I'm very good at them. And Parappa the Rapper. Yeah, and some of the people are kind of reiterating what I was saying, that WildStar is doing well in terms of subscribers, but it feels a little too much like WoW. It is more action-focused in terms of the combat.
Well, a lot of people on that team are from the old WoW team, right?
But I don't feel like I'm getting that much different than WoW, and I just prefer how well all of this is done. I don't want to learn more new lore. Like, that's already a hard pull for me.
Yeah.
So it's like the fact that WoW has brought me in as much as it has, and I would not say that I know a lot about the lore of the worlds. That they've already crossed a barrier for me to learn a video game lore and things that are going on. WildStar is like that's a hurdle you have to get me over if you're going to try to make me learn about your fictional history of something so huge and like just tendrils and everything.
I almost want to say that's the hardest hurdle for anyone making an MMO, is just getting people into lore
and interested in that world.
Yeah, like who cares about some of these things?
Yeah, you have to have it big enough to have a real world with people starting in different parts of it and all different races. But then how do you make each individual story so compelling that you care about these new things you've created?
Yeah, especially when you have to read these quests and you don't have someone just voicing it to you.
What about like shooter type MMOs? Destiny is more of an MMO than a shooter.
I didn't get to play that at all. How was that?
It's a shooter.
It's a shooter in which you see a few other people.
So I got to the point where the memes started, where you have Peter Dinklage say that wizard came from the moon. And that was as far as I made it. And I was like, oh, this is too ridiculous for me to keep playing. And then after that weekend, that became a meme to itself, where that is what everybody was talking about. It's fun enough.
Do you think it'll succeed?
That's hard to tell.
The hype is probably
The hype is
too much to live up to, yeah?
without that hype. You need those people playing it who
Yeah,
are excited to get into it and who are going to be the evangelists telling their friends about it. And that's what we do. We find games that we're excited about and hope that the audience latches on in the same way because we want people to play with us.
May your blades never
I do. That's not true. I don't want. I play all these games solo. I'm such a liar. I play World of Warcraft all by myself. I don't like meeting other people.
So do I. The only other people I meet are the people that I kill in server.
Or I join a pug. I join a pickup group just to make people unhappy with their lives and really mad at me.
Yeah, I would be one of those guys yelling at you. I'm sorry.
No, like the first time that I signed up, like I didn't do any group raiding until like really late in the game. Like I just played completely solo. I didn't have friends who were playing with me. And I signed up for one of the, it was when they introduced the raid helper. And I was like, oh, I'll be the tank. I'm a tank class.
Oh my god.
I can do that. And so I jump into the raid and they're like,
Yeah.
hey tank, like go pull that mob. I'm like, how do I do that? They're like, throw your shield. Like, I didn't spec that. Like, why don't you have the shield throwing thing? Like, oh, I didn't know that would be a good thing to have.
Yeah.
I thought I would just be the tank, They'll hit me.
I love how it's supposed to be a given that you're supposed to know all of it. There's so much responsibility with being a tank, and they've tried to make it easier.
It didn't help that, and I learned after that, I should have just been DPS, and that made it might not have made people as mad at me, but it made it a lot more fun for me.
Yeah. No, but even then, they have damage meters, and they'll track and see that you're not doing very much damage, and they'll yell at you. So either way.
Then after that, I just ran around and got kited a whole bunch of mobs. I'm like, hey guys, take care of it.
Oh.
And then they all died.
What an a-hole. I like it though. All right. What are these orbs?
That group didn't last long. So you said your one of your normal characters is a dark elf, night elf,
Blood elf.
blood elf. What are the regular elves called?
High elves.
High elves. Okay.
They got turned into blood elves.
Do you tend to do cross gaming? Do you tend to play as a female character in these kind of games?
Cross gaming? Is that really what they call it?
I don't know. That's what I call it. Like cross dressing. Cross gaming.
Yeah, I played a female blood elf. And, people wonder why you're playing a female. It's better to look at, right?
Yeah.
I don't act like a girl when I'm playing it. I don't have yeah.
People give you gifts though.
Yeah, yeah, they do.
Which is just kind of creepy.
You may or may not roll with it. It's hard to say.
Often you just have to hit /dance and people just wow, this is weird. You don't know what I look like on the other side of this.
Oh, what is this now?
Hi.
I think that's Kilrog? Forgot the guy's name. Yep.
Kilrog.
Got
Deadeye,
it.
Warlord of the Bleeding
I
Hollow.
love this voiceover, yeah.
Look what dragged itself through my jungle. Fresh meat. Rah, rah, rah.
Kilrog sounds like such a dork.
And the Eye of Sauron is watching you.
Oh, okay, going this way. What did you get out of that little cinematic there? I am Kilrog.
We learned to Kilrog Deadeye.
Yeah. I learned Kilrog Deadeye. You remember Warcraft 2, Eye of Kilrog? Do you remember that spell? Did you play that game?
I did not play World of Warcraft 2. Back in
Man. Oh, Warcraft 1? No? Did you start 3?
I started at 3.
Oh, okay.
I played a little bit of 1, but I barely even remember it now.
I love how I'm learning all these skills that I already have. What is the point of that? I don't get it. It must not be
killing
finalized.
things?
Oh, I wonder if that's a little placeholder for people that are making their new 90s. I guess when you get a free 90, you're not going to get all your skills at once. It's going to be kind of like the Death Knight leveling experience where you quest and you get skills eventually, and that's how they teach you how to play.
Yeah, because overall, this is not quite as exciting as some of the intros.
What? This is awesome.
The world looks a lot better. I really loved when they introduced the goblins as a character. I thought that intro world was just a lot of fun.
Oh, with the Goblin world?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Did you ever make a Death Knight? I actually liked that
I did make
one.
a Death Knight.
Ah.
And that was,
killing innocent people.
Interesting to get to play from that side.
Yeah.
Be evil.
They make you question whether what you're doing is right or not.
But you still have to do it.
Yeah, you gotta do it though.
Well, I mean, you are a thrall for the Lich King. Lich King?
People might notice how many empty keybinds I have, by the way. They took away a lot of skills. Where's my heroic strike? Sure.
I feel the flames.
Press the button. No one cares.
Press the button to it. Oh, they're watching. See, they care.
Hey, stop. Please. All right.
Do you think there's room for bringing a game back like Warcraft, like the original Warcraft, not the MMO version of this? Because StarCraft.
Oh, you mean as an RTS?
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually. I think that once they sort of settle this new storyline that they introduced with Garrosh and everything, yeah, that'll make way for that. Oh, by the way, they have a movie coming out, right?
Oh, they do.
Yeah. So I think a good time would be after that movie.
To bring back the RTS version of
Yeah.
this.
Because then people will buy it, yeah. And then you can make WoW 2 right after that. Just keep getting the money.
But what would a WoW 2 be? Like, it feels like we're going to keep getting these kind of expansions, and this experience.
They would have to change the engine, right? This is the same engine, essentially, that we've played ever since, what, 2004 or so. They just skinned it all to look nicer. So, yeah, they would have to redo everything from scratch, basically. And that might be too much work for them to really...
But wouldn't that split the user base? Like, especially if you're calling it World of Warcraft 2. Whoa, everything complicated.
And you know, that might be why they had that Project Titan instead.
Which
so that
has gone back to the drawing board.
Yeah, unfortunately, because it's probably going to be like Destiny.
Like, I don't feel like, to me, that they would ever want to split. They would ever want to take away, unless this just bottomed out. If there became 1.5 or 2 million subscribers, then maybe they wouldn't care. But 7 million concurrent subscribers is still more than most other games. Any other paid game, certainly. There are some other free-to-play MMOs.
Any other?
Yeah,
it's probably more players than these free MMOs.
Not all of them. There are some free MMOs that have ridiculous numbers.
Are they like the Korean ones?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I bet. Right, no argument there.
You can start multiple accounts. Like, the numbers are maybe a little fuzzy. But they're also free. This is 7 million people pay monthly to play this.
And you know, if they make just another MMO IP that's going to be subbed, they're just going to double up, basically. Anyone that's still playing WoW is probably going to play the new MMO. So.
But a lot of people were wanting to get into WildStar because of its more spacey theme. And that's what some people like about it, that it is basically World of Warcraft, but in space. Parts of it in space.
And the animations look kind of nice. It's kind of like a DreamWorks film or a Pixar film.
Mm-hmm.
People might get angry for me saying that.
Oh yeah, Ricky Guitars mentions they just finished shooting the WoW movie. So
did they?
Yeah, they're going into post-processing now for like the next 2 years.
Oh, wow. Is it really going to take that long?
It's not coming out until, what year are we now? Oh no, 1 year. Year and a half.
It's going to be what?
Because it's April 2015, April 2015. Yeah.
That's a release date?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. We might get a trailer soon then. Maybe a Comic-Con?
Because Star Wars is this Christmas, right?
Is it?
Yes. Because originally the release date was around Christmas, and then Star Wars had their release date, which was also around Christmas, and Blizzard, being intelligent about this, went, let's move our movie to another date, which is not the Star Wars date.
Yep. Very smart.
But then Harrison Ford broke his ankle, and they're still filming, so might push Star Wars.
In-game cutscenes. Yes. Someone's been following all this and can summarize it to me later, because I have not been paying attention.
Loktar, friend. What is it you wish?
Kill 10 dudes. Kill specific
Star Wars is
dudes.
2015? What year is it? Oh, so it's not this Christmas? Oh, yes. Yeah, so this
Star Wars, yeah. 2015? It must be, right?
Yeah, so it'll be December 2015, and then after, so we still have over a year and a half.
Ah, man.
That's so long.
Got my hopes up, man. Yeah, because we don't even have a trailer for that, so. Raw.
Well, I mean, part of it's post-processing, but just the fact that they moved it to make sure it's not in the Star Wars time frame. part of it is also like timing for the movie. Like, there's got to be a point at which they'll finish it and then just be like, now we want to wait for the right time. Because movies have the power to do that, whereas video games tend to not. Like, they want to. I've never heard of someone like
Delaying the release.
I don't want to say that. I have heard of that.
Yeah, I think so.
But not for that, not for months. And like sometimes studios have sat on a movie for over a year before they actually put it out there. Whereas a game, you don't tend to do that. A game, you tend to want to be a bit quicker.
Yeah.
But sometimes I've heard of game studios sitting on a game for a couple months after it's finished.
I think. Yeah.
Or versions of a game, at least. Like Watch Dogs, it's reported that the Wii U version of that is basically done. They could put it out at any time. They just don't feel like they're going to make a return. There's not going to be enough of a return on it.
Yeah, I think it'd be nice if these gaming development companies took their time the way Blizzard does. Because Blizzard really prides itself on its quality. Although, we had this discussion before, lately it seems almost like expected that Blizzard's going to release something new every year, right?
Yeah, they've been talking about from here on. There's basically going to be a new expansion every 1 to 2 years at the least, but they're going to be regular expansions. It's not just going to be this huge event that it is now. That it's going to be regular updates to the story and lore. Is that a good thing, or is that something that do you feel like is too much?
Is what a good thing? Is that
having
they're
a
updating existing
What
games?
if they did update this every year? If there's just basically a new expansion every year?
I think that's fine. Unless you hate the current games, then that's not okay. Like, a lot of people are not happy with Diablo 3, but they're just going to keep updating that, right? I'm happy with Diablo 3, but what do I do here? What are you telling me to do here?
Oh, one.
Kill some dudes that are no longer there.
Click on the thing.
No, I can't click on it.
Oh.
What do I have in that? Let's see. I'll just figure it out. Do you play any of the other Blizzard IPs? StarCraft?
I don't play StarCraft, but I do play some Diablo. Play a lot of Hearthstone. Hearthstone is more my speed because I can play it on iPad and.
I like how casual Hearthstone is. I don't mean that as an insult. I like that you could just play and browse Reddit on the side. That's pretty awesome.
And it's steep. There's a lot to it once you start ranking up.
Oh yeah.
It's not. I mean, it's easy to get into and easy to get through the the introduction and the first few ranks, but it's a very deep game for such a small one-off. Something that they could have just thrown out as absolutely nothing.
Yeah, no, they definitely took their time on that. And I think they're releasing a new card pack.
There's going to be a single-player expansion to that. I think Curse of Naxxramas. So also tying more into the lore for people that really love World of Warcraft. You get the Hearthstone stuff to expand on that even more. Whoa.
Shortcuts.
Right.
Need rage, not enough rage.
I know Eric back there is loving watching me grind right now. I know that sounds kind of dirty too. Oh God.
The Legion's end draws
Do not
near.
think of it that way.
Barkanon Poros.
All right.
Tay was regaling the chat with tales of his history.
Oh yeah. Ooh, I was a
Hey.
raid leader back then, and
I played Hunter and Wrath. Void next year, I'm calling it now.
he was a raid leader. He did rally 40 people together for Molten Core. Oh my God, did you ever do Molten Core?
I did not do Molten Core.
Oh.
I'm in the worst use of the word, I'm a very casual player of most games.
But do you kind of have the gist of what it was to raid back then? It was like, if you have someone that's out of position, 1 out of 40 people, obviously you're going to have at least one, right? Yeah, everyone dies, and then you got to do it again.
To the
Yeah, I would watch. I had a friend, my roommate, I got hooked on WoW, and he would be really into it, and I wouldn't play, like, I just didn't have time to devote as much as he did. So I would watch him raid, and I don't watch YouTube videos, but the amount of time spent, being in this 40-man dungeon and learning your place and moving around was...
Yeah, you have to study before you attempted a raid.
It's a lot of work, and it's like, I'm just going to go around and do some mining and collect some flowers.
Stop doing that, please. Come on.
Eric Tay says 40-man raids stole 1 to 2 years of my life. I think we weren't even a good
That's
build.
being
guild.
generous too. 1 to 2 years. I think it's more than that, Eric. It's more than that. Back then, I never quit for longer than a month.
Thumbskill
This game
says
was so addicting.
worst thing ever was a Ragnaros 1% wipe.
Oh yeah.
See, I'm with Goob Sherla. I don't know how to say that. I don't know how you can have a job and still play WoW. It requires so much time.
It's true.
Because one of the other reason I didn't want to say that is because my roommate at the time was unemployed.
Yeah.
He kind of worked from home selling airsoft guns, and he
Work from home.
well, he worked from
quotes.
home, which eventually became I play World of Warcraft full time, and that was
Did he sell anything in the game?
no.
By chance? No. Okay. Just
No, he was like,
yeah.
that was just his life.
Yeah.
He just became, I wake up in the morning and I play World of Warcraft, and then my roommate comes home and I'm still here playing and I say hi to him. I have a pile of some Chinese takeout that I have eaten. And that's all. I felt really bad because that was definitely a downward spiral.
It is. I may or may not have been in that same spiral. Who knows?
What is it you wish?
Maybe it's just a coincidence that I didn't graduate while I was playing WoW.
See, I always want to get back into it and be really dedicated, but I just have so many other things pulling me in different directions.
You would basically have to finish work, go home, and start playing right away, and ignore your girlfriend. Oh, unless she played, then you were one of the lucky
And then
ones.
it's
Did you just play
socializing,
together?
yeah.
Oh, that's basically that's kind of what we did with WoW. Even when nothing was going on, since your friends played, you could at least use it as kind of like a messenger service while you just jumped around town doing this and typing to other people. By the way, I should have been hiding this the entire time. Luckily, no one's written anything bad in chat.
People are talking. It's a lot of Eric Tay. A lot of people are talking about the
I'm
PvE.
talking about the chat here.
Oh.
That chat. Yeah.
I never paid attention to that. I ignore that completely. Do you play more PvP or PvE?
I'm mostly all PvP. Because that's a little easier to be able to just jump in and queue for a battleground and have that satisfaction of beating other people.
Ready.
Yeah, whereas if you raided, you would have to, do all this stuff to prepare for your raid. You would have to farm all your goodies, make sure all your gear was up to par.
So one person was asking about Titan. That was the supposedly canceled Blizzard MMO that we don't know anything about
Yeah, we
and
don't
was
know
never
anything about.
officially announced.
That totally wasn't a first-person MMO. It totally wasn't a StarCraft-like environment.
There's a lot of things it
I don't know any of
definitely
this.
wasn't.
I think we just all had that idea. I wonder if it was really anything close to that at all.
Yeah, it could have been absolutely nothing.
Eric
Or it
will
could have been
agree-
World of Warcraft 2.
Eric will agree with me. If they made a game, an MMO that was basically like World of StarCraft, we would all play. So many people would play. That universe is just like too cool not to want to be a part of.
Eric Tay says Space of StarCraft.
Space of, yeah, okay, universe of StarCraft.
So why would that be? Do you think you would never play WoW again to play that instead?
That depends how similar they are. See, that's where that first-person aspect might, really be breaking factor. Because then if it's different enough, then you would probably play both. Maybe.
Play this first person. You just zoom in all the way. Like, look.
Right, sure.
First person WoW.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a new mod. New mode. This is
So weird.
totally official.
His tree logs are blocking my entire view. Where's the other guy? Oh, he's dead. Oh my god, these are so many weapons to collect. I'm sure I can actually click on some of these and get some, huh?
Blizzard likely spent lots and lots of money on Titan, but when you're a company that is making so much money, like you can do that. You want to invest money in trying to figure out new ways to do things, which is Hearthstone was a gamble that was relatively very little money that's paying off hugely.
Yeah, I think they're starting to figure out how to make a lot of money off of these microtransactions. Just like any kind of gaming company is, yeah.
Well, I mean, you can buy so many different mounts and little pets. Oh, did you get into the pet stuff?
In this game?
Yeah, in World of Warcraft.
No. I did not.
Because that's a whole meta game unto itself.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. You have Pokemon in this game, right?
Yeah, you have
completely forgot
this is
about
Pokemon.
that.
This is the Pokemon MMO people wanted.
I wonder how many people do that. Yeah, probably a lot.
Enough for them to make money.
Do people buy pets for that?
Yeah.
Like with real money?
You can buy pets with real money.
I remember back then when they first introduced microtransactions, I think they had this really cool mount. It was basically like a spectral unicorn kind of thing. All that kind of told me when I saw it, when I saw other people with it. I didn't think like, oh my god, that mount's so cool. I just basically thought, oh my god, you paid $25 for that.
Some are nice. Some are charity based though.
Oh yeah,
so it's like
true.
donating money to charity.
Way to make me feel bad.
No, most of them are just wasting money though. Or like you can point out, like you or someone who has too much money.
Yeah. That's true though. No, there's nothing wrong with the charity ones.
No, you should. Those people should feel bad too. Like, you could have given that money directly to the charity. Just saying.
It's too far away. I'm out of range.
Ricky Guitar says, Eric, are they still working on the Titan reboot, or is it just completely dead? Titan does not exist.
Quote unquote.
If Titan were in production, then it is still in production, but it is not official. Oh, that one shouldn't be in quote quotes. It's not official. We asked that like last BlizzCon. We got to talk with some of the guys. We're like, so hey, you know, what's up with Titan? We got the word that it was canceled, and their answer was basically, we've never announced Titan.
Oh, it's so easy for them to just.
That this is not a thing that is actually an official thing we are talking about. Please keep this talking about World of Warcraft and the things that are on message.
How boring.
That's a pretty. That's some sweet armor. I would buy that.
Oh yeah.
In the game, not
They won't.
not
They
with
won't
real
tell
money.
you that though. What if they did?
Someone says I have excessive use of air quotes.
That's because he works for Blizzard.
Obviously,
Okay, I should start paying attention to these numbers. Yeah. 8,000 crits. Much lower than my millions back in the day.
And the Sparkle Pony.
Oh, man, there's just so much grinding.
It does. It is.
I haven't done this in so long.
This is very grind. Like, hopefully, this is more the intro 90 experience, and it'll be a little bit better if you come into the world with your own 90.
And you know what? Actually, there is nothing wrong with this because I remember it now. Back in the day, I would just put something on Netflix on the other monitor, and so I kind of thank WoW for me being able to complete the Lost series because I would just put Lost on, mute this, and
Just click on things.
all
Level
I
up.
need is the audio.
So even though I do play pretty casually, one thing I never got into is fishing. And I've never understood the appeal of people who would also just put on audio. I'm like, I'm just going to go fishing.
Yeah.
Did you ever level up your skill? Like, were you a fisher?
Well, okay, no. Not just to fish. Like, if there was something worth fishing, like that fish that turns you into a ninja.
Yeah.
Basically, I did fishing just to be able to get that. That's about it. And you could sell those, too, for a lot of gold or whatever back in the day. So yeah, that was the only reason why I did that. I didn't understand that either, but I think people actually had bots for that. Because you could set something to right-click for you, and it would... Oh.
Not ready.
Yeah, I guess I never really got the
appeal of that.
the importance of fishing, but I still leveled up my cooking.
They made an importance later.
For fishing?
So you could cook food for your raid. Yeah. One of the reasons.
Yeah, some people say I find fishing to be relaxing.
Hey, just right-clicking. Just like real fishing, I guess. Do you like fishing in real life?
Yeah.
Oh,
Relaxing.
you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just sit at the water, it's a chance to drink beer and talk. Or not talk. And look at the water. Dan says, that's why I play games, to virtually fish.
Why I play games, talk to girls online.
Yeah. Or to
Just
get
like
out.
my blood elf female.
Online identity says to get out of a raid, get out of a raid, just want to veg out for a bit, but still play WoW, so you go sit and fish.
A new Belore
I guess,
Draenor.
yeah. If I didn't fish, all I did was jump around in the city anyways.
Yeah.
Some of my friends joke around that that's one of our favorite things to do. Is just,
Jump around.
yeah. Our space bars would get worn out because of that. I don't know what it is about jumping. It's so nice.
And people don't do that in WildStar as much. So I don't know why that is such a WoW thing.
Oh, really?
So I just go in WildStar and I'm just like jumping around on
Yeah,
everybody.
nice. Show them what's up. Show
you
them
go.
how to
Hey.
play an MMO.
Hey, how's it
You're
going?
doing it all wrong. Why are you standing in place? Running like a normal person.
Could you get any rares or epics from fishing? I did not. Epic fish?
Did someone yell, turn in the quest? Hold on, I'm getting there, alright? These guys keep fucking running into me. I kind of just want to kill more of these guys just to piss Eric off. Yeah, look at these crits. 14k. Alright, Eric, what's in store for the next quest? One of the other warlords is going to introduce himself and say, I am so-and-so, and then I'm going to have to kill 10 more guys.
I am Bolrog. I'm
Oh,
gonna break
look
the
at that
dam.
rainbow.
Whoosh. Whoa, those water effects. It's very.
Sound to be added later.
Oh, now it's flooded.
I don't know why he did that. If only I read the story.
Oh, you know, he wanted a good fishing spot.
Drekthar, this is Thrall's dad.
For the
He's
whole.
also the guy you kill if you're Alliance at the end of Alterac Valley. You know that, AV?
I did not know that.
You didn't? Did you do that, Battleground?
I know.
It was it's like a... one of the
I
big
went to
Battlegrounds.
Alterac Valley. It was very boring.
AV was so fun.
It's very big. This is now playing Director's Cut, according to Ricky Guitarist. Alterac Valley was the worst battleground, according to Ricky. Took forever.
No, that's why it was so good. You just kill people constantly, and then you would summon those guys to help you. The Ice Lord, if you're a Horde. Or the Druids, if you're an ally.
So the game looks better. I do enjoy the look of the world, but at the same time it feels like, I mean, it's a little more jungly, but it doesn't feel like a different place. Like I remember...
This area?
Yeah.
What is this area supposed to be even? I don't even know. Because, you know, this is Outlands, right?
It's like, yeah, this
Before
prehistoric.
it became Outlands.
It's very kind of prehistoric. Kind of.
I don't know what area this is. Oh, this is supposed to be Hellfire Peninsula because the portal's here. You remember in Burning Crusade, the first area that you enter that's all
Yeah.
red? Yeah, this is what this area is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's a thing.
Sure, why not? 45 talents unlocked. Great. What was that?
It's the ball give eternal stench.
Okay.
I hope that's in the game.
By the way, I'm pretending that was in-game, but it was really just Justin.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, Eric made the same joke.
All right. Nice. This is why me and him are friends.
They don't have sound effects in WoW cutscenes, or do they? This is the beta.
Yeah. It'll be in there later.
Yeah.
I think. You know, you never know.
The game's not coming out for...
There probably won't be any vocals.
We don't have a date on this yet, do we?
No, but you know they tend
It's
to
gonna be in
release
the fall.
these. Yeah. Late fall.
More likely than not.
I would say Thanksgiving or later.
Yeah, Eric T says it's Q4 this year, whatever that means. Fall. Fallish.
So who's watching this and saying, "Oh my God, I gotta play Warlords of Draenor"?
So some people were asking if they could donate to GameSpot. And Dan said, we take donations in the form of weird hot sauces to torture Eric with.
Can you just send beer?
We don't take actual donations. Not a charity. Playing video games.
You could donate beer.
But
It's
Dan...
not money.
Oh, the torture chamber. There is no return of torture chamber. Eric take confirmed.
My name's Eric. Did you watch Torture Chamber back in the day?
No.
Oh. How dare you?
Yeah, I'm a bad game spotter.
That was Eric's show.
I'll have to go back and see some back episodes.
Let's give it a hashtag. Hashtag bring back torture chamber.
Ooh, sub button. Yeah. So.
Oh, do we have a sub button?
No, I don't know.
Wonder. Maybe not.
I don't know. I don't know how Twitch works. I'm old.
You're not hip.
I'm not hip with the kids and their cool lingo.
What do you need? Be safe.
Yeah, I mean, now that you mention, the connection to the Burning Crusade world, and it's kind of interesting, but it's still. I guess I would have wanted something that's visually a little bit more
appealing, like
surprising.
Something different.
Yeah. It just feels like a lot of places I've already been.
Yeah, that's true. I think this was just their attempt to bring it. I guess because there were so many interesting lore figures in the past that they wanted to make the WoW world a part of that. Because some of these new characters, like I really don't care too much about, like Garrosh, like whatever.
Mm-hmm. Even cool, as a horde guy.
Yeah. Well, because he was such a douche, and they kind of made you question whether you liked him or not. But no, everyone hated him. Going here to get to there.
See, yeah, as Zytologist is saying, they normally do a live raid at BlizzCon, and if they didn't have it out with plenty of time for the top raiders to progress, they couldn't have one. Or they'd have to do Siege of Orgrimmar 2 years in a row. Yeah, it's pretty likely that we'll see this before BlizzCon.
I really actually wanted to do that raid, Siege of Orgrimmar, but I never did because it was just so out of WoW. Because that sounds pretty cool, right? Raiding someone's, faction city. What am I doing here? Powder keg.
World Breaker schematics. I think they have all the Miss Pandaria beta raids pre-release of MOP. It was just not all the bosses.
Look at that.
Yeah, so Evil Moogle 12 is with me. This place looks incredibly boring and dull. Nothing really pops out.
See, you really have to already be an existing WoW player to appreciate it.
That's what it feels like so far. Like,
yeah.
I know I'm going to play this and I want to explore the world, but I feel like if I was just coming in for the first time, this would not be. I wouldn't watch someone play this and go, "Oh yeah, man, I've been missing out on World of Warcraft all these years." I watch it and go, "Yeah, I can't wait to get back in and play this."
What is the point of destroying that? I'm trying to figure this quest out. Hold on. But yeah. like I told you, I think before stream, I thought Burning Crusade was the best expansion.
As far as introducing new players.
Well, no, not necessarily. No, just in terms of overall balance between the difficulty and having the hardcore aspects of the game. So a lot of people have nostalgia for that area. So basically, they're bringing us back to where we liked, right? And just reskinning it and calling it a new game.
So some people are asking, is the beta out now? This is the beta that's currently out there. And if we're not giving out beta keys right now, which we might be somewhere on the site, you'll be able to find some.
Yeah, do we have keys to give out?
We do have keys to give out. They should be live now. If they're not live now, they're going to be live tomorrow. But they're going to be very limited.
During the lobby.
During the lobby.
Maybe. Possibly.
They might give you some hints about where to find them if it's not totally clear yet.
We'll find a way to give it to you.
Yes. You will be able to get into this beta and make fun of us right there. Make fun of me because I'm terrible at all games, including WoW.
Let's just make Danny play WoW. I'm sure he plays a lot.
Yeah. He has for a key. We gave him one as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, am I? That's going to be awesome. Can I just PvP during the stream?
Yes. It'll be kind of like this.
Okay, there's a yellow dot here, which signifies what?
Why are live shows more entertaining than pre-recorded ones? Aw. Sorry, I shouldn't. Because of chat interactions. Yeah, that helps. Because otherwise it's dead air and it would just be us talking. This gives me a chance to look away from having to make things up with my brain and read answers and questions.
Yeah, you got to see me stuck on that second quest for 15 minutes. And then servers went down.
Yeah, but when we're stuck on things, that gives us more interaction time. When it's a recorded show, you don't have that element of, I have to make something up right now.
Okay, depress the makeshift plunger. Where's this fucking plunger?
Oh, Dan says, follow us here on Twitch and you'll get notified when we go live with keys. / shameless plug.
Oh, Dan. Hey, Eric, where the hell do I go?
Yeah, there was a lot more. Eric Tay mentions this as well. There was more hand-holding in Cataclysm. I'd agree.
Cataclysm was the one where they brought heroics back to their harder difficulty, and that's where a lot of the people started to leave WoW, actually. So
that was
Cata was trying to make the game harder, right? So Looking for Raid was introduced later on in Cata, sir.
Yeah, that was not... Looking for Raid was not there at the outset.
Yeah.
Oh, you're leaving a trail of black powder?
Yeah, I am. Probably suppose... There's a reason for this, probably. But I am kind of lost. I don't know what the hell to do.
Can you set it on fire? You have to make it to a fire.
Oh.
Right?
Like...
There's fire. There's flaming swords. There's fire over there. You touch a fire.
If only this game were as literal. See, if I were to do this...
You have to jump in it. Oh no!
I go?
Oh, that didn't hurt.
Outhouse.
What are you supposed to do? Depress the makeshift plunger.
I don't want to read.
You have to depress the makeshift plunger.
Find a keg and then return it to Hansel.
Oh.
Where's Hansel? Oh, okay. This is where we do /target Hansel. And he's not in the area. Hold on. Probably this guy that's yellow, huh? Oh, man, it is.
Oh, Eminent Stranger says, do you need to be a WoW player to enter beta, or can noobs check it out? I believe you'll have to have a WoW account to try out the beta. Right?
No, you don't.
You don't? You can...
You don't actually.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think they admitted that they mostly just gave keys to veteran WoW players. I don't know how they determined that. Probably people that subbed the longest. Yep. Eric says he got into this beta without having missed the Pandaria.
No, he had to have missed the Pandaria. Yeah, Tay says you need Miss Pandaria,
oh, okay.
So you would have to...
Okay, all right. Oh.
Well, Dexter Jock says, this isn't even a game yet. It's a beta, talking about how reviews are paid for. Because we've done nothing but glowing with praise. I want to play it, like, because I'm a WoW person. And that I'm a casual WoW person.
Yeah, you're still a WoW player. Most people are casual.
But it's not, this isn't something I feel like is very new.
It's not groundbreaking, that's for sure. But, you know, they've been stuck in Mists of Pandaria for so long.
Aw. HedgeV says, this will be the first WoW expansion I don't buy. Kind of sad feeling, but meh, life goes on.
Just buy it. You know you're going to do it anyways. Don't BS me. Yeah, I don't know. I blame him, though, because I quit after so long. I'm still going to play this, though, but probably for like a month.
I guess I was a little more excited before seeing it.
Oh, really?
By the possibilities. Yeah. And I still want to see what the garrisons are like, but...
Okay, so where's this makeshift plunger?
Oh,
there. It's not. Okay, there we go.
Big powder keg on your back. That seems safe.
Look how many trails I made.
Just want to see it all explode.
Yeah.
Or at least catch on fire. It's gotta...
You're big Tauren. It's hard to see. Sweet. That's all I needed to do. Look.
Off with you.
All right. It captured everywhere that I walked.
No, it didn't all light. A little bit in the background.
Where's the next quest?
White gunpowder. Now, some people mention that they like the new player models and may race change.
How much longer are we going, Eric? 9 minutes.
So until 5.
I want to find some alliance.
I don't think this laptop is going to last me that long.
I'm going to look for some alliance. Let's try to go look around.
Open your heart to the light.
Ooh. It's a very toasty laptop that I've put on me. It's very hot.
Because it's so intensive right now, just streaming and...
Yeah, so much going on. I know people really wanted to know that. Temperature of my loins, very high right now because of this.
It usually is high anyways.
hotter than normal. Sweaty, humid, kind of like this jungle environment that we're walking around in. You just imagine the humidity coming off of the laptop.
We get the point. Oh man.
I realized it wasn't clear from the image of just seeing my head.
No one's gonna be in there. I'm not gonna find any alliance.
Christopher Robbins says, GameSpot never streams games ever at all. We never stream games.
Never.
No, I guess some people had not seen us streaming games before somehow. But you should probably follow us on Twitch.
Yeah,
come to the site.
You know, our streaming schedule is up on GameSpot.com, so you can check that out. We have plenty of quality programming. And if I weren't so lazy, I would probably list them all out. Let's go.
Someone asked what class I play. You would think, or I would have assumed that I would play a hunter, since I do like to play solo. But I always felt like hunter took so much micromanaging of the pet that I actually play Pally. Paladin is my solo class of choice. I was druid for a while.
You didn't think Pally was boring? I thought Pally was boring.
I actually really like Paladin.
Tanking with a Paladin is kind of nice.
And I like the ability to, if I ever do decide to go into groups, that I can be a tank or a healer.
Yeah. I think healing was actually pretty easy with a Paladin. Have you tried being a healer? That's
Not
a
in
lot
a
of
group.
responsibility too. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't feel like putting up, making anyone put up with that. That seemed like it would be a little too mean.
You get all of the blame and none of the praise. It's a blameless job. I mean, thankless.
Yeah, we've done several game streams all day today. We did Parappa the Rapper. We were just doing kind of a weird indie
It
game.
was on Megabit at
On Megabit, multiple
10
players.
10 Pacific. Multiple players, 2 Pacific.
Hey, it's like TV. There's a schedule where you can.
Yeah. Just go to GameSpot.com. Look at your bottom right. It's somewhere there. Pretty sure it's bottom right.
Super Hulock 2222 says, in my opinion, healer is an option. If healer is an option, you be it.
What is it you
Healers are one of my favorite classes in other games. I do like healing people.
Where is this guy? Oh, there he is. Why didn't you illuminate him if you wanted me to talk to him?
Watch your back.
What's your back? I also like playing a gnome.
Oh, yeah.
They're short,
Everyone loves gnomes.
like me. I feel like I can relate.
Probably more gnomes than humans.
They removed Zerker stance.
Yes, I think unless you spec Fury, it's not here. Oh, actually, I think they call it Gladiator stance now or some shit. I don't know.
not ready yet?
Kitty druids.
Yeah, I used to like when we used to have to manage our stances for certain skills, but they had to make Warrior a little easier, I guess, just to keep it in line with all the other classes. Here, climb these chains. Sure.
It's been about a little less than an hour. I mean, we did have the server out. We got to look at the characters a little bit.
Yeah. No, I think it's been more than. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been like an hour and a half, so I think we're down for like maybe 20 minutes or 15 minutes.
I don't know. So are you still? You're definitely going to get into this.
I pre-ordered it already, so I'm gonna play it regardless. But yeah, I mean, this is a lot of what I remember. I think a lot of my friends are not going to play this version, so
expansion.
that's going to suck.
My attention.
We'll see how long I
What's
last.
on your mind? I've the finest wares in the land.
Yeah.
What about you? Are you gonna play?
I'm not. I'm gonna play,
Yeah.
but I'm not sold yet. I was hoping this stream would just like convince me, like, no, this is you're getting back in at the right time. It's like it looks nice. It's very cinematic and kind of cool with what they do with this. But as far as something different that I was kind of hoping for, it still feels like more of the same and very grindy. Like I love getting to do. I love when they mix in stuff like this.
Oh my gosh, that's loud.
It's outside of the just normal like go around and kill stuff.
Yeah. It's
'Cause this is much
helps
more
a
fun.
lot. This really does help a lot.
And just break it. Like I don't.
But they made me
mind-
play for like what, an hour and a half?
Yeah,
before
we
we did this.
And this is just a literal hour and a half of like go around and kill these things. Like that's my least favorite thing to do.
There's the tank. I haven't even leveled yet.
Oh wow, yeah, we're still 90.
Yeah, I think it averages about 2 hours a level back in the day if you did it.
That's still
Just plugged out 2 shots. Oops.
We didn't try. You didn't do many emotes.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I guess you just have to watch the video I publish tomorrow then.
Oh, are we going to be comparing emotes?
Yeah.
In addition to character models, so people will be able to see the difference between how they look, right?
Uh-huh. Well, actually, okay, if I get out of this, I'll go ahead and emote a little bit. Corn looks pretty good. When you were playing Alliance and you saw Horde, did you play on PvP? PvP realm?
PvE.
Oh, okay.
I'm PvE, pretty much. As a casual.
I was gonna say, Corns are pretty intimidating if you're on Alliance.
I would roll a bunch of characters because I really like going through the starting zones and just seeing, you know, what the differences are. I don't like Tauren because they seem big friendly cows. They're very
Friendly cow.
they don't seem that intimidating. They're going to provide some milk for me.
God. I'm just blindly shooting guys. I'm sorry. Nothing's shooting at me. All right, done.
The guy on the left,
Right.
has he ever played MMOs?
Have I ever played MMOs? I've played WoW.
I think they mean, so if they're looking at the screen, I guess that
okay.
would be me.
That is me.
Yeah, badly. I play all games, but very badly. You've obviously played MMOs.
Yeah, that's why I'm playing.
/ lol.
Do some slash cry. What's up? Here.
ancestors be praised.
Slash scared. Yeah, I think we might be playing this tomorrow, Danny.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
we
with
are.
Tay, / dancer, nothing.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
And some Danny
Hey,
O'Dwyer.
Is that the
Eric,
new
put some
model?
music on. Put some music on. Koino radio, please.
Warren actually
Yeah. Look how many. Look at his face. Look how his eyes are
I
like.
need a side by side.
Yeah. Oh, if only there were a side-by-side video comparison.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Have you gone into the character creator?
Yep. Yes, we did. No, not really. It
I
just
just
like.
kind of want to see more. He definitely looks like, yeah, I get it. Like the face is way more
Yeah.
animated. The
Yep.
textures on that. Fucking shoulder. Does everything else look like? What else has been changed?
Just everyone's models, pretty much. Everything else kind of looks.
Not all the models are changed in the game yet, but they're still
it's
integrating some of
updated.
those.
Even
No,
about
not only.
Decent. Yeah.
I mean,
looks sharper.
Yeah, but I mean, looking around this world, like this looks like all the WoW. This looks like a very normal slice of the game.
Yeah. Like well, one of the best parts about WoW, at least in the first 6 years, actually aesthetically, it held up really good. Like the art style, like there hadn't been a cartoony MMO until WoW came along. Like, like EQ and everything were kind of, I don't know.
Realistic.
Yeah, exactly.
Semi-realistic.
pseudo-realism.
Yeah.
And it still fits. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't. I don't feel like it seems like a really old game.
Did he always only have one?
No,
One
you can-
horn?
You can do
No,
lots of
no,
different
I did
horn
that.
Oh, you
options.
could,
I thought it was
yeah.
cool.
That's pretty good. All right, I'm gonna let you do your stream. Sorry.
All right, we're gonna end it.
Wow, I love it.
We're gonna end it here. You want to wrap it up, Justin?
Yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I know that we're not the best MMO players, but
Speak for yourself.
yeah, I'm not the best MMO player.
Pretty sure
You got to
I
see
did a
some-
pretty good job.
You did. You did some awesome MMOing, and we're gonna probably see a little bit more of this on the lobby tomorrow. If you did not get quite enough of World of Warcraft action,
more.
if you want some MM more, as Denny says, and maybe if you want the chance to play some of this on your own and show us how it's really done, you should probably tune into the lobby tomorrow. So thanks for watching. Now playing with World of Warcraft: Warlords of Draenor.
Thank you.